Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to Neil Armstrong for tonight's orchestra concert. I'm Michael Brookie, I'm the principal here. Rob Garvey is our assistant principal over there. We've been working really hard. Our orchestra has put in a lot of time practicing over the last couple days and throughout the year. So I think we're going to have a great show tonight, and I'm going to turn it over to Miss Irwin. Thank you.
It'll be a great performance if I trip. Thank you, Mr. Brookie. This is the 5th grade orchestra. There's 82 children, although some of them are sick. There's a lot of sickness going around. But we're going to play a very nice holiday program for you. I hope you like it. There's some mix of traditional and some unusual things. We're going to start with a piece called Gaelic Castle, which creates the mood of Ireland, and you can hear the bagpipe sound in the cellos. I hope you like it. Gaelic Castle. You can be my friend and turn that off. You see the little button there? Yes. Great. Thank you. That was wonderful, kids. Really made me wish I was in Ireland. It's been a pleasure for me to work with a group this size. I haven't had this many 5th graders for a number of years, and these children have done a good job. You can see with their festive ribbons, they're earning their ribbons for playing activities, and it's nice to see that too, guys. All right, our second piece, we're going to continue in the British Isles, is called the Scottish Bobber. A bobber is a kind of dance, and this is a traditional dance from Scotland arranged for this orchestra. You'll hear the dancing feet in the violins and the violas. Our third song, we're going to break into our holiday mode now. This is called Holiday Dances, and it's actually a medley of 3 different Christmas carols. One is Good King Wenceslas, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, and a French carol, which I can't remember the name. But it's not as famous, but you'll recognize the tunes. Everybody gets the melody. This is a very balanced group. You can hear how strong the cellos and the violas are, and of course the violins always sound good. So this is Holiday Dances. It's amazing how fast the concerts go. when I consider how hard we worked on these pieces. But I think the children learned a lot. They're coming from 5 different elementaries to be blended here in one school, in one orchestra. I think they've done a wonderful job, and I've certainly enjoyed so far working with them. I'm looking forward to the spring concert too. Our last piece is a French carol called Il est né le divin enfant, which means born is he, this holy child. Very traditional. You recognize the melody, and everyone gets the melody in this song. Thanks.
Wow, look at all this holiday program we have this year at BPTV. How am I going to find enough help to cover all of it? Oh, hey, Ghost of Christmas, George.
No, it's the Ghost of Christmas Present, Dave.
Either way, this is not a good time right now.
Why is that?
I have all these holiday programs to cover and I don't have nearly enough volunteers.
I can help.
What can you do? You're a disembodied spirit.
Remember that trick I showed you last year?
Yeah?
Watch this.
Ta-da! Wow, this could solve all of my volunteer problems. Why didn't you tell me you could do that?
You didn't ask.
Well, while I'm asking, how many of you can there be at one time?
As many as you need, Dave. As many as you need.
Maybe I'll just write Santa Claus a letter and ask him for help.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from everyone here at BPTV.
Hi, I'm John Bauer.
And I'm Ryan Hatcher with Tri-Community South EMS. Did you know after your ambulance emergency, you could receive a bill in the mail and you may be surprised to find that your insurance provider doesn't cover the full cost? With a subscription through Tri-Community South EMS, you can help yourself as well as your local EMS agency.
Most insurance providers do not cover all costs for an emergency ambulance transport or the patient's copay. The cost of care provided by paramedics and EMTs ranges from $650 to over $1,000. Your $60 subscription, which amounts to a little over 16 cents per day, covers all family members of your household as well as guests for emergency medical transport and treatment without transport.
Insurance providers, including Medicare, do not pay for treatment without transport. Your subscription will assure you that you do not have to worry about deductibles or copays, regardless of your insurance coverage.
With the yearly subscription, the costs that come from emergency treatment and transport are never billed to the patient when insurance information is provided. We have agreements in place with surrounding EMS agencies to provide our subscribers with subscription benefits in those areas.
Tri-Community South EMS does not receive tax dollars from the communities that own and operate us. In 2012, the majority of households did not subscribe to our service. Subscriptions help provide revenue to our service, allowing us to provide exceptional care to you and your family.
From the staff of Tri-Community South EMS, we thank you for your support.
Help us in 2013 continue to provide the highest level of care when an emergency takes place by joining our team and subscribing to Tri-Community South EMS. For more information regarding subscriptions or to subscribe online, visit our website, tcsems.org.
My name is Edward Schmidt. I'm the secretary of the Bethel Park Volunteer Fire Company. We're here this evening preparing our engine number 2 to be delivered to the Broad Channel Volunteer Fire Department in Queens, New York. The members of the Bethel Park Volunteer Fire Company are proud to be assisting in the recovery efforts for Hurricane Sandy, which wreaked havoc on the northeast part of the United States in late October 2012. The Bethel Park Volunteer Fire Company is donating a 1988 Pierce fire engine to the Broad Channel Volunteer Fire Department in Queens, New York. The Broad Channel Fire Department was completely devastated and lost all 3 of its fire engines and its ambulance when Sandy hit. It also had all of its gear and equipment washed away in the floodwaters. The Bethel Park Volunteer Fire Company is donating a 24-year-old fire engine that has been for sale since the delivery of our new fire engine back in January of 2012. This vehicle was not purchased with tax dollars back in 1988, but instead it was purchased entirely from money that was raised in fund drives and from donations from the residents of Bethel Park. The fire company is proud to say that it still holds true today that all of the vehicles owned and operated by them are purchased with money raised by the fire company members and money donated by the residents of Bethel Park. The donated fire engine is being flatbedded to New York at a cost of $2,400, which is being paid by the Terry Farrell Firefighters Fund. This fund is named for New York City firefighter Terry Farrell, who died on 9/11. This fund provides medical, educational, and equipment assistance to firefighters. Donations to help cover shipping costs can be sent to the Terry Farrell Firefighters Fund, 1912 Wantagh Avenue in Wantagh, New York, 11793, or go online to www.terryfund.org. The Bethel Park Volunteer Fire Company is proud to be able to donate this vehicle to a fire company in need. If you wish to help the Bethel Park Volunteer Fire Company, please visit our website at www.bethelparkvfc.com.
Good evening, and welcome to Neil Armstrong. I am Michael Brookie. I'm the principal here. Our 6th grade orchestra's been working really hard. I saw them practicing all day today, but they've been working hard throughout the whole beginning of the school year. And we've had a great start to the year, and I am going to also introduce Mr. Garvey's our assistant principal, and our 6th grade guidance counselor, Ms. Russo, and I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Irwin. Thank you.
I need someone. Can you do me a favor? Come here, dear. What I want you to do is when you just sit down, you're fine. When I ask you to, would you flip this button, but not yet. Okay?
Welcome, everybody, and thanks for coming out for our holiday concert. The 6th grade has really worked hard. I think you're going to enjoy the 5 pieces that we have. They're all very different, and they showcase the qualities and the new things that the students have learned so far this year. Our spring concert was terrific last year. This is going to be better. All right, so the first song we're starting with is called Fan Dance, and it is to make you think of Japan. You'll hear the history, the tradition, the depth of the culture of the Japanese people. And we start with the cellos. You can imagine the pagodas and the violins. It's very atmospheric. So we're going to start with Fan Dance. Song has a lot of colors in it, musical colors. You can hear the darkness in the cellos and the pagodas and the violins. As I said, it's atmospheric. Our second piece is a traditional string orchestra piece called The Syncopated Clock, written by Leroy Anderson, who wrote lots and lots of things for us at all levels. I've played them myself in the orchestra that I play in. And I was thinking today, we're not going to play it too fast because we don't want the time to go too fast till Christmas. We only have 14 days after today, so we want to think calm. The time is coming. All right, so our next piece is Syncopated Clock by Leroy Anderson. After that calming influence, now we're going to go Christmas shopping. This song is called Turbulence, and it'll get your blood going. It's a very heroic sounding piece with a lot of excitement. It's actually a prize winner. It was written in a competition for a middle school orchestra for the Music Educators National Conference, and it was the first prize winner in 2008. So this is Turbulence. Turbulence, and a particularly nice cello playing. They have a busy part and very nice. Our next piece is, we're starting to move really into the holiday spirit. This is called Make a Joyful Noise, and it's not a medley, it's a combination of Joy to the World and Joyful, Joyful, which is from Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. So you have to listen because you'll hear the parts go back and forth. We all start with Joy to the World, and then it splits apart. You'll hear the violas having the Ode to Joy, and then we mix them, the arranger rather, does a fine job of blending them together. So this is Make a Joyful Noise. Once again, very nice. The kids are playing beautifully. Some of our rehearsals, I wasn't so sure, to be honest. But they're really they're coming up to the potential and everything that we've worked hard on, that we have worked hard this year. The next song, our finale actually, is called A la Medianoche, which is a Puerto Rican Christmas carol, which nobody knows, but it's wonderful. I heard it just, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, and I said, we have to do this. If you have a chance, you can check it out on YouTube with a Puerto Rican woman singer. There's also on YouTube a string orchestra with maracas playing in a church, just lovely. It means at midnight. It's actually a Christmas Eve. It's actually a Christmas Eve carol, but you can tell that it's not one of our Joy to the World. It's a little bit different. You're going to hear the interesting part in the cellos and the violas to start. So this is A la Medianoche. very unusual and a lot of fun. We worked hard on those syncopations where you can hear the cellos, da, da, da. Very good. Guys, that was terrific. This is at least a 9th grade piece. Really, they work very hard and a lot of accidentals, tricky notes. So, with that, our concert, thank you for coming. We always have these short and sweet concerts. We work so hard, and then the pieces just fly past. I think the children did a wonderful job. We're going to bow for you, but I also want to end with this thought. Perhaps they deserve a reward. So it's up to you, but it might be nice to do one of these things. You could take them out for ice cream or a snack, or you could give them money. That always works. So, it's up to you. All right, let's have a bow.